Hi, good morning everyone. This is Karandeep Nagpal, one of the quant CMAT toppers for the exam held in 2013. In Feb 2013 CMAT exam, my quant score was 100 out of 100, which precisely ranks me as India's quant topper for 2013 CMAT exam. Anyways, in this video, we'll be talking about how the CMAT pattern has been over a period of years and what all can be done to improve the score by at least 10 marks in the next 10 minutes. See, as far as the exam pattern is concerned, it is divided into four sections. First of them being quantitative abilities, logical reasoning, language comprehension, and general awareness. Each and every section comprises of 25 questions, which makes a total of 100 questions that needs to be solved in 180 minutes. When it comes to getting the per minute per question calculations, we have an 1 minute 48 seconds per question ideally, which means if we consider general awareness into part which is only black and white areas and no gray areas, less thought processes involved, so that makes us more comfortable with the time limit we have for the quants reasoning and logic language comprehension sections. We'll now be talking about CMAT as an exam which started in September 2012 and then in February 2013 and then May 2013. Initially, it was being conducted for three times in a year and then twice a year, and now from this year onwards, it will only be conducted once in a year. This year, it's being conducted on 17th of January, while from here onwards, the fixed date would be 3rd of January every year, which makes only one attempt in a year. And probably for the students attempting in 2016, this ideally is your only chance to win the battle. CMAT 2012. In quant section, we primarily observed 6-7 topics, which were percentages, ratio proportion, mixtures, allegations, Venn diagrams, series, mensuration, and TST. Almost 17 or 18 questions out of 25 questions were based on these topics. An ideal attempt should have been in that case 19 to 20 questions, an ideal score of 65. Let's say you consider a 20 ka attempt. Even if you go with an 85% accuracy mark into picture, 17 question ideally should have been correct and 3 should have been wrong, which makes 68 minus 3, that is 65. CMAT 2013. Instead of Venn diagrams, equations and inequalities made their presence felt. Two questions of data interpretation based on simple calculations of percentages and ratio were also seen. All in all, the exam pattern did not change much, and the common topics were these only. That is the mentioned as in CMAT 2012 ka paper. Ideal attempt with that inequalities and equations coming into picture reduced by one or two questions, and your score reduced by almost six. Now let's talk about CMAT 2014. Averages and permutations combinations were also seen with the common topics. Permutations थोड़ा overhyped topic है, इसलिए ideal attempt and ideal score जो था वो थोड़ा reduce हुआ. Something around a 17-18 questions an ideal attempt and a 58-59 as an ideal score. Let's talk about what the examiner would be thinking before setting 2016 ka paper. Somebody who's already at an age of 45, 50 or 55, he does not want 70,000 बैड रिव्यूज अबाउट हिमसेल्फ और 70,000 लोगों से गाली नहीं सुननी उसको, तो उसके लिए उसको एक पेपर इजी सेट करना पड़ेगा. CMAT also is considered relatively an easier exam. With the easy part coming into picture, मतलब कहीं ना कहीं डिफ्रेंशिएट करने के लिए एक सेक्शन या कुछ क्वेश्चंस मुश्किल होंगे. मुश्किल का मतलब कैलकुलेशन इंटेंसिव, जिससे आपका टाइम कंज्यूम हो. Now let's talk about what all has been happening in the previous years. Starting off with 2012, the common topics were percentages, allegations, ratio proportion, mensuration, time, speed, distance, Venn diagrams, series, which almost occupied 17 or 18 questions. 2013, percentages, allegations, ratio, mensuration, time, speed, equations and inequalities. Last दो टॉपिक रिप्लेस हो गए. एंड सिमिलरली 2014 में भी पहले 5 टॉपिक सेम रहे और जो लास्ट के दो टॉपिक हैं विच वर ऑलरेडी ऑक्यूपाइड बाय एवरेजेस एंड परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस. सी, अगर हम एक शेयर मार्केट की बात करें डेली लाइफ में या अपने रिलेशनशिप्स की बात करें, इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द स्पेक्यूलेशंस वी हैव. विद द टर्म स्पेक्यूलेशंस मीन ट्रेंड क्या चल रहा है, कैसा चल रहा है, आपको अच्छा फील हो रहा है या बुरा फील हो रहा है. सेम गोज विद द मार्केट. इट इज टोटली डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द सेंटिमेंट्स ऑफ द पीपल, and everything all in all is dependent upon the trends we have. As the trend is in favor of percentages, allegations, ratio, proportion, mensuration, and TSD, we can see that these chapters hold good amount of weightage in all the exams that have been conducted over the past few years. For the next 5 6 days or 7 days, we'll take up one chapter in a day, which should ideally end up making us attempt 15 out of 25 questions and getting a score of 60, bare minimum 60, with these particular 5 6 topics if things go right, and obviously good accuracy. Cutoffs. CMAT as an exam does not have any sectional cutoffs, but to avoid all the possibilities or avoid all the newcomings that come into picture every day, we'll just talk about an ideal attempt and ideal score that or cutoff that should be observed in each and every section, and how much time one should take in a particular section. Quants as a section, 20 questions attempt, 3 wrong. If we consider our 85% accuracy into picture, 3 wrong should give you a score of 65. Same goes with logical reasoning. Language comprehension, your score should ideally be 55. While in general knowledge, just because not everybody is so good at general knowledge, being from engineer background or from any other background, so the score is on a bit lesser side, which should be 50 approximately. While adding these particular scores, we end up on something around 235, which is a 98.5 percentile in CMAT ka exam every year. A score of 235 out of 400 is a 98.5 percentile. When considering the time that you should spend on each and every section, what we should be giving is, once you have 180 minutes, you should ideally give 60 minutes to quants ka section. Even if you leave those five questions जो मुश्किल हैं, तो 20 questions 60 minutes, which should be 3 minutes per questions. Identifying the sitters is one easier job which you should do. तो all in all मुश्किल क्वेश्चन के लिए में तुम्हें 4 साढ़े 4 मिनट मिल जाएंगे पेपर में. रीजनिंग में you should give something around 55 minutes to that particular section. Language comprehension 45 minutes approximately. While in general knowledge you should not give more than 15 minutes. तुम्हारा total time comes out to be approximately 170 minutes, and you are again left with 10 minutes at the end of the day, which is primarily for those flagged questions that you should attempt at the end, और जो कि last step पे रुक गए हैं आपके questions. Strategies for the day, that is 17th of January. Remember Ma, MAA, which means maximize your attempt and accuracy. At the same time, the other definition of Ma should also not be forgotten, because Mamma ke blessings ke bina you cannot achieve anything in your life. Spot the easier section. I'll just again mark with the remember Ma ka thing. Spot the easier section. Not every question is going to be easy, or not every section is going to be easy. हमें easier section के ऊपर focus करना है. Easier section कोई भी हो सकता है. Can be quants, can be reasoning, can be general awareness, or can be that verbal language comprehension. मे बी तुम लोग एक इंजीनियर बैकग्राउंड से होके क्वांट्स में अच्छे हो, बट क्वांट्स मुश्किल आ जाए, वर्बल इजी आ जाए. मे बी समबडी इज गुड एट वर्बल एबिलिटीज, उसके लिए लॉजिकल रीजनिंग ऑन द होल इजी आ जाए, या फिर आपका जनरल अवेयरनेस इजी आ जाए. So you need to spot the easiest section and move on, because every question at the end of the day will fetch you 4 marks for being correct. Third, don't romance with your favorite topic. Let's say my favorite topic is time, speed, distance. उसमें एक statement बहुत बड़ी है, तो all in all within 1.5 2 minutes I'll get a fair idea of whether I can attempt a particular question or not. अगर वो मुझे लगता है कि मुझसे नहीं हो रहा, for the time being I need to kill my ego and move on. And same goes for you. अपने favorite topic के साथ romance मत करो. कभी कभार अपनी ego को side पे रख दो, अगले question को attempt करो, because 4 नंबर वहाँ से भी मिलने हैं, 4 वहाँ से भी मिलने हैं. एंड nobody at the end of the day would ask you कि तुमने टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस का क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करा या अपने फेवरेट टॉपिक का करा या नहीं करा. मे बी यू आर टू गुड एट इट that it is too resistant to leave that question, but you should in that case, because बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं. फोर्थ, नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू ने एक बहुत फेमस थॉट कहा था और फेमस कोट बोला था कॉमेडी नाइट्स विद कपिल में, विच वॉज मान लो तो हार है, ठान लो तो जीत. So at the end of the day, on 17th of January, it would only be about your self-confidence and self-belief that you have in yourself. You should never feel confident about the person sitting next to you. You should always believe that you are the best person who's attempting the exam on that particular day. This is a blank slide. This is primarily to get those all those positive or negative thoughts that you are coming across by having a view at this video. You can mention that in comments section and subscribe to our video or our channel. We also have an exam coming up in near future which is called CET, Maharashtra CET, which is relatively an easier exam wherein it's all about the time and accuracy that comes into picture, and no negative marking being involved gives an extra edge to the people who are focused totally on time. It can fetch you good colleges. Jamnalal Bajaj is one of the great colleges that it would be counting on. Also, we have our CET mocks pack. You can have a look at our website, that is www.catking.in, to get a fair detail about the mock packages we have. Thank you so much for being so patient for the last 10-11 minutes that you've spent watching this video. I genuinely hope that this video helps you on your particular day, that is 17th of January, and post it as well. You can attend free workshops with any of the CMAT toppers across any of the centers: Andheri, Borivali, Powai, or Pune. You can visit our website www.catking.in and subscribe to our channel CatKing for further videos. Also, in the coming times, we'll be coming up with videos for the CET exam by the CET toppers, IIM graduates, and Harvard Business School graduates. Subscribe to our channel CatKing and visit our website www.catking.in for further updates. Thank you. All the best for your exam. Bye bye.